Some Tuesdays are just different. In Title Tuesday, I got paired with Hans Niemann, and we got a very interesting game. We had a very sharp opening, very interesting middle game with chances for both sides, and very surprising end. Let's take a look. The game started with Sicilian Najdorf, and here Hans chose to play h3 line, which is quite a good one. e5 is a standard way to react it, and usually white plays knight e2 here, and the main idea is to play h5 to prevent g4 ideas, because if white can play g4, knight g3, then there's in many cases white can follow with g5 because there is no more knight h5, and then d5 square is going to be a problem for black. Anyway, he played knight b3 here, and actually I should play something like bishop e6 or bishop e7, but instead I played h5 and immediately remembered that it's not the way to play here. But anyway, in Najdorf you can still get your chances later on in many cases, and in blitz games usually many things can happen. Here bishop g5 is the best, and bishop e6 standard move. Here queen f3 is a slight mistake, because in this position the best idea according to the computer is to play f4 immediately or after bishop e2. So after queen f3, even white can have a slight edge. The right way to play by f4 is not an option here, because queen is on f3. So knight d7, castling, rook c8, and now position is quite typical. Both have own chances. Black tries to play on queen side, and white tries to create some attack on king side. This knight d5 is a very common move in Najdorf, and usually black should take it, and I took it here. White took back, and then g6. The idea behind this move is to bring bishop on h6 if black wants to trade bishops, or just put bishop on c7. This diagonal is a very important one, because black can play e4 in many cases to open up this diagonal, and even sack a pawn by playing e4. g4 was expected, but according to the computer it's not the best, and here I just played quickly bishop g7 to avoid time trouble, because as you probably know, Hans Niemann is playing very fastly, and here I tried to keep in the game by playing natural moves, but here probably bishop e7 is better, because there is no pin anymore, and I can bring my king to g7 quite quickly, and probably this is the way to play here, even though my bishop is not going to get anything from that diagonal anymore in near future. Okay, I played this way, and king b1 is also quite a standard move in many Sicilians and Najdorf positions. White plays king b1 if there's nothing better. inside queen c7. I just wanted to unpin my knight and also create some threats. Bishop d3, and now I played king f8. This is not a mouse slip. I wasn't castling here, even though according to the computer it seems to be the best option. I think I was a little bit scared of opening up these lines, or there is going to be some attack, but actually it's not so easy because knight is quite well in here. I can also create some counterplay quite quickly and so on. But even better idea is to sack the pawn here. And if white takes, I can take with knight, and here I can create very strong play quickly, because if queen goes to d3, I can continue with knight e5, and there is already many threats, many threats, and black has very promising chances here. Actually, white has to be very careful. Computer says that the only move is queen c3 here to keep position together. Okay, the game didn't go that way. I just play king f8 here, and my idea was to take on h5 with my rook, or bring my king here and keep my rook on h file, and it's much safer. But okay, the downside is that my rook can be out of play if I need my both rooks on c file, for example. Okay, game went this way: c3, b5, quite typical moves. Queen b7. Here, computer says that I should continue with king g8 or something like that. But my idea was to put my queen on b file. In some cases I can play b4 and take here, and also d5 is under attack at the moment. Probably I can't take it in every case, but in some cases my knight can even jump to c3 if there is already b4 played or something like that. So I think this is a move where there is many ideas behind this move. Bishop c2, and now I just continue to create play on queen side. Actually here I think we both missed tactical shot. He played knight e4 here, but taking here and g5 is actually very good for white. I should probably play e4 here to avoid this kind of tactics. Or okay, this looks very shaky for black. White can even bring queen to f5, and okay, not so easy, because there's also some problems with this bishop, I guess. But okay, white can play like this, and then eventually rooks can join the attack, and this knight is a monster if you compare it to the bishop. Okay, but I think I should go for e4 now and try to sack a pawn. Actually, computer says that it's better to not to take here, just play queen somewhere and white is almost winning or winning. If white takes here, black can create some play attack. I think this is already too strong. If white takes here, there is nothing because f7 is covered by queen, and now there's many threats. c2 to open up this diagonal, or of course queen takes b2 is also a threat. And if white tries to close the position by c4, I can take and play bishop e5, bring my king here, maybe take another rook to queenside, and so on. At least it seems that the computer likes black's position here. Okay, but the game went in different direction. White played bishop e4 to prevent this e4 idea, and now my bishop is not doing much. Here I played king g8, which was my plan in the first place, and here if white takes here, I can take with rook. And I think I was quite happy in this position already, because it seems that it's not so easy to prevent black's attack, and there is no clear way to continue on kingside. So rook c1, knight c5, bishop e3, and now I just spotted that I can take on e4 and play rook c4, and then e4 is one idea in some point here. I think I made here a small mistake, even though computer says that it's okay to take on g4. The idea was to trade one pair of rooks, and then I have quite good prospects on queenside. But here I just I should play b4, I think, because now it's not so easy to create anything on kingside. If white takes here, I can take with rook, and now there is already very deadly threats to p2, and e4 is also coming. I can take on g4 later on if it's needed, but here even b3 I can just take, and now e4 is deadly. And I think this could be a turning point in this game, because I think there is no ideas for white. Probably here there is too much left either, but somehow there is still some ideas at least, and in time trouble one can get confused, and this is actually what happened in the game. I played b4 here, and after queen h3 I took here, and somehow when he played b3 I think I missed this move, or something like that, because otherwise it's not so easy to explain what happened next. I played c2, which is quite good one, and here I should just put my rook on c8, because there is nothing to worry about. Actually my king is in safe on e7, and if there is queen g5 or queen g7 to idea to bring rook on to the attack, it's really nothing, because white king is much weaker. Anyway, here I played queen b4, and I can't remember what was my plan if white takes on c4. Probably it was what did I do in the game, but here queen b2 is not working because white can just put rook to c1 and there is no double check tactics, which was probably my idea, but I think I was in panic or something like that because this doesn't look good for black. But anyway, there are still practical chances, even white is clearly winning in chess-wise. I can take all those pawns if white tries to win, and of course he will. Here I took on h2, and my idea was that probably he tries to exchange these bishops and then try to checkmate me, but there's no good place for white king, and this pawn is quite quick. So in this position I wasn't sure how white can make a checkmate, so I continued and tried to promote a new queen, and here queen f3, I had good protection on f7 and also attack to f2, and I have time to bring my pawn forwards, and there's no time to trade queens. For example, if queen comes here, I can take this one, and this doesn't help white. So rook c7, a3, and of course I saw this one, but my idea was to bring my king here and try to promote the pawn, and if I'm lucky, white has to sack his rook to my pawn, and then I have some chances if this king can't take all my pawns. So in this position there was already a big time scramble. I played king here, and as I said, I followed my plan, but here is the crucial moment in the game, because it seems that white has to play king here, and this is already a big blunder, because after king e3, the idea is to play f4, and then white can take all black's pawns. If I try same idea, then what did I do in the game? White can play f4, and if black plays e4, then pawns just can go forwards, and these pawns are not going anywhere. So have to take here, and probably this was the move what was missed by Niemann, because if white plays this and take this pawn, my king is too far, and white can just take this one and promote, and white is winning. But actually here white is even losing, because this pawn is so quick, and black can defend it if white tries to take the pawn. So here white played king d3, and surprisingly black can hold the game by playing d5 here. This is very important, because if I promote immediately, he can take and put his king here, and my pawns will fall. So in this position I played d5, and now there is no f4 anymore, because king is in the wrong square. So black has chances to promote or otherwise white has to take perpetual, which he did in the game. So this interesting game ended draw, and okay, it was very good result for me. I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching.